Hello, you're welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks a lot. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you how to make this very beautiful handkerchief full-fledged skirt. If this is your first time of being in my channel, please feel free to click on the subscribe button, and if you're a returning viewer, please subscribe to my channel and also turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post new videos. To cut an handkerchief flare skirt, you're going to be needing some basic materials, which is number one, your fabric which you want to work with, your tape measure, your scissors, your marking instrument. So once you've got all those ready, then the next thing to do, you're going to be folding your fabric into two equal halves, just the way I did right here in this video. Once you fold it into two, then the next thing you're going to do, you're going to be folding that into four again, which means you folded your material into four folds: 1, 2, 3, and then 4, because this right here is a 360 degrees handkerchief peplum flare. So once you're done that, please make sure that the edges are straight and are equal. You can actually get that ensured by pressing with an iron to get a smooth and straight edges. Once you've gotten that ready also, the next thing we're going to be doing now, we're going to be measuring out our measurements. Now the measurement we're going to be measuring out is our waist circumference, so that we can get that radius of the circle. Now to get that, you're going to be dividing your waist circumference divided by 6.28. Okay, divide your waist circumference divided by 6.28. Whatever you have there signifies our x, which signifies our radians. Now after you've gotten that, you're going to be inputting that x alongside where you see in my hand, so that you can get that curved shape for your waist. So for this, for the purpose of this tutorial, is just an example. I am going to be using 2.5 inches as my radians, like as the radians of my waist circumference. I'm going to be using 2.5 inches. So I'm going to mark out that 2.5 inches straight like that. Ensure that your tape measure doesn't move away from that pointed edge that you have it on there, and then measure 2.5 inches round your material. Whatever you have as your x is what you're going to be measuring out on this paper like this. So once you are done with that, then secure it and mark it out with your curved rule. Then after that, measure out one of the edges. For me, I measured out this edge and it gave me 10.2. Now I'm going to be measuring that same 10.2 on all the four corners of my pattern paper, which means you're going to be measuring what you have there on the four corners of your fabric. So I'm going to measure 10.2 here also, and I'm going to be measuring 10.2 on the other edge. Why I'm doing this is to get a perfect square. Okay, to cut an handkerchief flare, you need to get a perfect square on your fabric, on the fabric you're working with. Once I'm done with that, next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to be cutting that out. So but first, before that, I used a straight ruler to rule it out so that I can perfectly get a straight cut. That was why I did that. I ruled it out with my ruler. So now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be cutting that out. I'm going to first cut out that round my waist measurement that I have there, because after you follow what I did in this video, you're going to see that the waist measurement that you have here is going to perfectly be equal to your round waist measurement. So now I'm going to be cutting it out now, and once I'm done cutting, you can see how it came out to be. You can see that is the pointed edge and those ones are the shortened edges. So we have those edges as short and we have this as long, and it's into, we have 4 pointed You see 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this is because it's a 360-degree peplum flare. If this was a 720 degrees peplum flare, we're going to be having 8 pointed edges, and if it is a 440 degrees peplum flare, we're going to be having 16 pointed edges. So but for the sake of this tutorial, I used a 360 degrees peplum flare, and that is why I have 4 pointed edges over there. So now you can see that the other sides are short, while for that pointed edge is very long. So that is where you get those pointed effects on the handkerchief flare skirt, because you notice that on an handkerchief flare skirt you will be seeing some pointed edges there, and you'll be seeing the short ones. So this is how we get the pointed edges and also how to get the short one. So after you're done with this, if you want to use zipper for your skirt, so you can just take one of this pointed edge and slash it into 2, so that you can make room for your zipper to sit. And if you want to use an elastic band, so you don't need to slash it open, you're just going to pass your elastic band round that waist circumference over there. So you can see how beautiful and how lovely this turned out to be. I'll really be happy if you can try this out on your own, and then let me see what you came out with. Let me see how it came out to be. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. That is just basically how to cut an handkerchief full flare skirt. That is how simple and how easy it is. Here on my channel, I share sewing tutorials the simplest and the easiest way. So if you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button and also hit that bell icon beside it. Hope to see you in my next video, and bye bye. Thank you so much.